Howdy folks, this is me, Lobster, Metro Hot, and right now, well, I already removed the handle on the knife. I'm making a new handle. As you can see, it's not the greatest thing ever. This is my grandpa's old workbench. May he rest in peace. And here's a bunch of tools and stuff. So what I'm looking for right now is where the hell did I leave the fucking blade? Which I don't see any fucking way, and it's driving. Oh, here we go. So this is the blade. As you can see, it's round about a square here. It's round about what, 4.5 inches for the blade. Plus the tongs like an inch, maybe a little bit less. So now I have this block of wood here. That's just scrap. I think it's pine wood. It's nothing fancy. It's the opposite of fancy. So what I'm gonna do here is, if I can just... There we go. Alright, let me just... It's really hard recording with just one bloody hand. I mean, seriously. I wish I had a fucking drone here, but if I could afford a drone, I wouldn't be making a handle for the knife. I would have just bought a bloody knife. Here's the thing. I'm cutting this... I'm cutting this, so this block goes out, and then I'm gonna glue it. But I'm gonna make a notch for this whole thing, because the other handle, which was made of plastic and too small for my hand, and moreover too slippery, and that's something you don't want in a knife. Here's the holster thing. This was good. I had the handle around. Here we go. This is the handle, right? So this handle is too small for my hand. Hang on. I mean, my hand barely fits, and it's not that comfortable. It's also made of I think LDPE or ABS, maybe PLA as well. It's an all plastic. This knife is ancient. Problem with this handle is it would be too slippery, and in a situation where it's raining or my hand is bleeding or something, as a self-defense or a survival tool, this handle is gonna slip out easily. Also, due to the fact that it's, well, plastic, it's heavier, and the handle only went to right about here in the knife, so it wasn't that sturdy. I could have broken it. I mean, I know I'm not going to be able to use this knife for self-defense, because now, or first up, the people who know where I live, you know the law there. It's really weird when it comes to this kind of thing. Also, I don't remember if this water's drinkable, but what the hell. I can drink water. I ain't no pissy ass bitch. I can drink the water. If I die tomorrow, I'll let you all know. I thought that's... I think that's pure water. I don't remember. I don't even care anymore. Anyway. So, I don't have a bandsaw. I don't have a jigsaw. I don't have any power tools here. So, this has been a slow process. And by slow, I mean Prius pulling a transatlantic ocean liner slow. Because I don't even have a proper wood saw. This is a metal cutting blade. This is my grandpa's old workbench. Now it's mine. Thing is, it's full of crap that I have to organize, because a lot of things that are here aren't tools. I've got a lot of belts that I was given, even though, for example, this belt broke and I have to make a bend, punch a couple holes, and, you know, with a couple of screws or rivets, pop rivets. I think I have a pop rivet tool here. This video also counts as a shop tour, so, you know, I don't have a lot of tools, but I do have some electronic stuff, you know, a bunch of solder, really small diameter solder and all solder, and a really big diameter and a bit of even smaller one. This is my soldering iron. You can see that the tip has been manually sharpened with a file because, well, I don't have a grinder here. So I don't have any power tools. I don't even have a proper saws and all. So there's not a lot I can do, but what I can do, I'm trying to. Here, have a couple of bags full of wires and all power adapters and stuff. And over there, oh, I'm not sure if I should show. Yeah, I'm gonna show. Alright, so I got a Raspberry Pi. Here it is. And this is an old hard drive with a USB adapter. And I'm gonna use this old case for like one. I got this case for an old watch. It's a Tag Heuer case. It's for a fancy watch. I never got the watch, but I picked up this case. I think it was at a flea market or something. Thing is, I was planning on using this cage, but I need to get around to getting a power supply that actually delivers more than 2 amps and an SD card that is 8 gigabytes, but not 16 because this is a Pi 1. This was given to me by a family member, a relative. I think he's my uncle, and he gifted that, and it's been a great thing for me. This is my most basic keyboard. Pair of headphones that I gotta fix because one of these wires just came loose, and I have to resolder that. Anyway, back to work. That's a shop tool. So what I'm doing here is basically just cutting in half here. I was wondering, I was gonna do the whole half cut like this all the way, but then I realized, hang on a minute, I could just use glue and screws and then sand it with a rasp or file it all over, because I don't want a super good finish. This handle is just gonna be able to withstand high temperature, or at least as high as wood can. But more importantly, this handle is going to be much more comfortable and made in a shape that actually fits my hand. You can see this handle is it's about half-inch longer than this one, and the blade's also going to be inserted much closer, so it's going to be a shorter blade and a longer handle, which will give me a much more balanced knife, and it will also be thicker. So you can see this like 1.5 inches, or 38.1 millimeters, because here what I need is a handle that doesn't slip and that is a bit bigger, because my hand isn't as small as this handle is made. Sorry about that, folks. My phone ran out of disk space. So we've made some slight progress. Now, I forgot to mention that this is not the original state of the blade. This blade, I actually used the stove to kind of heat it up a bit, and basically heat it up around. I really need a tripod for this thing. My hand wobbles a lot. There we go. So, also, I've stuck a little tack nail thingy here. And I've also drawn the profile of what I want the handle to look like. So I know most people would have split this actually all the way down. Fuck. But the thing is, I don't have a lot of time and I don't have a lot of, well, tools. So I recognize this is not as structurally sound, but I frankly don't care. It does not affect me that much, and this doesn't interfere with how I'm gonna use this. Plus, I'm gonna add some nails. You can see this drawn and stamped in profile. I use this press, this bench press, whatever. Vise. I think it's called a vise. I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, sorry about the language deficiency. I've been so distracted these days. This block goes on here, and then I will shape the whole thing like this. Anyway, to do this, what I'm gonna do is basically use a bunch of glue bunch of nails to really get that in. So, and not only that, but I actually need to file a bit here so it won't, you know, crack. Or maybe I should just do this. That would give me a better shape, but this imprint is already on this side and it's gonna look weird. Maybe I should do that. So let me just get the vise open. Alright. So now we're squeezing it. And as you can see, that will at least imprint the blade tongue shape into this. I'm having to use my legs here. Alright, that is better. And now I do have a small imprint here. It's nowhere near as what I got here. So, if I do use this, of course I can remove this by filing and stuff. And I think I'm going to go like this. What else do I need? I would use wood filler, but I don't have any wood filler. And disregard this one. The actual profile is drawn here. Maybe a bit thicker, I don't know. I do have to round off the edges because right now this is, although it's nice to hold and stuff, it's nowhere near the shape I want it to be. Also, I wanted to make some serrations in the blade. So like this. Couple, just a nudge here, just a couple, 4 or 3 serrations that will hopefully allow me to cut rope and string and also, you know, improve this as a self-defense weapon. Oh, this is marvelous, look. Oh, I can already tell this knife suits me much better with a wooden handle made to my hand than with the plastic handle it had. So I'm gonna turn off the camera now and I'll be back in a bit with another progress update. Right, here's the progress update. I hope the video is coming out right. So this is the other piece. Now, as you can see, some work has been done. I didn't have any chisels, so I ended up using this relatively small screwdriver and a small hammer. As you can see, a monkey on weed and crack would have made... Whoa, sorry about the video tilting there. I'm gonna have to fix that in editing. I used this squeegee to apply some glue here just to kind of let it set and seep into the wood. It's not wood glue, it's just a super glue, general purpose adhesive. I'm not even sure if it's a cyanoacrylate, but whatever. This piece now fits much better. As you can see, it almost fits flush. So I'm gonna apply more glue and I'm gonna nail this piece and then we can begin to shape and again, the video. I really need to get a tripod for this thing, or, you know, an actual camera that works and produces video that is not cringy. Anyway, I'm gonna do the nail thing. I'm gonna just nail this and paste it, and I'll see you then. Alright, the handle blank is complete, and some nails have gone in, and one of them has come out on one side. Here you can see it. It's not ideal, it's far from it, but as you can see, this fits quite snug in my hand, and once I got the handle shape well dialed in, and once I got it all leveled and sanded or filed and covered with something grippier than this, well, maybe then it looked somewhat half decent. So I'll see you in the next progress update. Okay, so here's a little progress update, and as you can see, It sucks. I know, but at least the blade is fixed in there. There's like 4 or 5 nails in here. They're really making this a solid knife handle. And if you look, the shape it has taken, it's not perfect yet, it's far from it, but the shape it has taken so far allows me to flip it quite easily. Now, why do I flip it? Well, it's quite simple, really. Stab, and that goes to the neck, to the jugular vein. So, what I've started to do is shape the handle. Now, you might be wondering why this looks so bad. I don't have any sandpaper here. I don't have any sandpaper. I just have a metal file. And I've been quote-unquote chiseling things with this thing because it's the sharpest screwdriver I could find. And I did find a chisel, but it's so dull, it doesn't even work. So after this is done, I'm gonna sand everything and pretty much just, I don't know, maybe apply some glue all over it or some oil or something to varnish it. I don't know anymore. I just want to get this done. As you can see, I've been shaping here a bit, but it still has a long way to go. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay, we're back, and it's finished. This is a cuddly little holster, so it wouldn't, oh yeah, I am wearing pink crocs. Make of that whatever you want. And as you can see, I've carved a couple of small teeth right there. Let me just get this to focus. There they are. And the blade's not looking that, it's not that dull. Like if I take a piece of, well, it's not cardboard. Let me just, alright. Here's a piece of thick cardboard. So let's see how sharp it actually is. Hang on. It's such a pain to do this while holding a camera, phone, whatever. Alright, so it's fixed there. We begin to cut with the serrated edge. You can see it does cut. So that's for like survival and ropes and stuff. But hang on. See? It's not the cleanest cut, but it gets the job done. And the serration also helps in a combat situation because, well, it would just pierce and, you know, grab onto the skin. This makes me sound like I'm gonna go on a killing spree. I swear I'm not. In fact, if I were, I would probably not make videos about knives and stuff. I wouldn't even have a Facebook account or a YouTube channel. Really any online presence at all. I mean, it is rather stupid. Plus, you know I'm not American, so yeah. So I rub the handle in tape. It's not beautiful, it's not pretty, but it's a lot more comfortable than the plastic handle. You can just see the difference in size, width, and thickness. Compare them side by side, and I drop the knife. Yeah, I suck at this. If I had a bandsaw, or at least some kind of table saw, or even one of those cheap-ass jigsaws, this would have been easier, smoother, and less of a pain in the ass. But it's finished, and it works, so what more can I ask for now? So that has been all. More car updates coming, more projects are coming, and more gaming videos, maybe. Also, if enough people care about this stuff. Maybe I should set up, I don't know. I'm not gonna milk this channel for money. I'm not even gonna grow it much. Like, it's just to show friends and stuff, not to become popular. I don't want the channel to become popular. I won't do a face reveal. I will do a face reveal when I reach, let's say, 100,000 subscribers. Since we'll never reach that because it is not my intention, and I will do everything in my power not to reach that level of subscribers. I will not do a face reveal. So if you have any comments, suggestions, or know where to get cheap ass tools, keep in mind I don't live in America, so I can't just go to a garage sale or check the local Home Depot, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But any suggestions, comments, and weird stuff like that, you're welcome to contact me here. As always, sayonara, you motherfuckers.